All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. So as the title states, today we're going to be talking about things to do for winterizing your motorcycle, specifically 5 things to do before winterizing your motorcycle. But first, let's roll the intro. So I'm just heading over towards the car wash right now, just to give my bike this little final last cleaning, because it's the end of November and it's been like 20 degrees almost for the last couple of days, and it's totally unheard of for here in Toronto. It's been absolutely beautiful. Earlier in the week we had some snow falling, and the city totally just went to hell with putting salt down. So usually that's just that's about the time when people decide to put their bikes away. So I keep seeing this question pop up on the Facebook groups that I'm in for the local ride. I figured I might as well do a video on it since there's always so many people asking. So like I said, first thing I'm going to do is just give it a good wash. I don't think I haven't washed my bike now in the last little while. So one thing I hate about having these bright ash rims is the fact that every little bit of dirt shows. You know, be very careful when you're using high pressure water, because you're going to blast water into places that you don't want water to go in, especially if you do it on a night that's a little bit cooler or something. You don't know what water could end up freezing somewhere, and it's never a good idea to have frozen water everywhere. Come on, baby. Oh yeah, there we go. You know, really, this is just for like getting the grime off of it, of just riding, you know, bugs and everything else, and just the dirt, right? To really make her shine afterwards is when you got to go in with the detail of the wax with the hand, and you know, just give everything a nice little wipe down afterwards. Look at that bird shit, god damn it. All right, I guess I'm done. I ain't got no more coins, so fuck it. Oh my god, I'm running over the salt. Look at this shit, it's disgusting. The city goes to hell with this stuff. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna be talking about the 5 things that you should be doing when you are prepping your bike for winter. So the first thing that you're definitely going to want to do is just wash it, and you just see me do that. So you want to just get rid of any, you know, it just basically boils down to the fact that come spring you want to have a clean bike to ride. So it just makes it so much more easier, and it makes the timing of being able to just get out there and start riding all that much more quicker. So I got to jump back into here. I wasn't sure if my my new mic setup and everything was going to work, so I was talking and I was doing a whole lot of rambling, and I wasn't really making a whole lot of sense. So the second thing that you're going to want to do is fill your tank up completely full, preferably with ethanol-free gas, as ethanol can be damaging and it's going to be sitting over a period of months. But before you do that, you're going to want to add some fuel stabilizer / fuel gas line antifreeze. You want to pour that into your tank, and then you want to go fuel up and let your bike run for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Just to make sure you get all of this into your gas lines, into your injectors, and just throughout the bike. I picked this one up at Princess Auto. I know Canadian Tire sells it. You can probably even buy it at Walmart. I don't really think the brands really make a difference. You know, it's all the same stuff. It also says on the back how much you're supposed to put in, but I don't really follow that. You know, you just pour a bunch in, pour your gas in, let it run, and you'll be good to go. I think I'm going to jump back onto the bike and continue talking about the third thing that you're going to want to do. So the third thing that you're going to want to do to winterize your motorcycle, and that is to change your oil. Now, there's a lot of people that argue, oh, you don't have to do it, you don't need to do it. I do it in the spring, I leave it, and then I do it before the winter. You know, you can argue all you want against, you know, your reasoning. I'm probably going to do it anyways this year because I know I'm due for an oil change. I want to be ready to go come spring after a long winter of not riding, so I'm probably just going to do it. I gotta head to my local dealer soon just to go grab everything, and then that way the bike is just sitting in fresh oil the 5 or 6 months that it's not going to be running. And like, I know with my dirt bikes in the past, like, I didn't give a fuck about that and I never changed the oil. Well, I did. Okay, I lied. I did. I don't want the guy that I traded my TTR 230 to hear that, but you know, but this street bike, I want to keep this bike for a long time, and you know, if the day ever comes that I decide to sell it, you know, I want to be able to tell them that you know, everything has been up to date, you know, and up to spec, and keep everything good. So yeah, you want to change your oil. Not if you don't want to do it for any other reason other than the fact that it'll be ready for when you're ready. You know, the bike will be sitting in fresh oil all winter. There won't be no issues in that regard, and you just you'll be ready to ride as soon as the temperatures go up a little bit. Now, the fourth thing that you're going to want to do is take out your battery. If you don't have a heated garage, or you don't have access to a heated garage, you're going to want to take out your battery and bring it inside your house, your condo, wherever the hell you're living. You're going to want to bring it inside. If you've got a brand new bike, you could probably get away without putting it on a tender. I know I bought a tender last year. I picked one up for cheap from Canadian Tire. I think it was like 30 or 40 bucks. It was on sale, so it wasn't too bad. And since I knew you know, it's a brand new bike, so the battery's brand new, so I figured, you know, I could easily get away with not riding or not putting it on the tender. Although that's going to change this year. I'm going to be switching it back and forth with, like I said previously, with my wife's CBR 125. The battery's already been giving me trouble on that one. I had to bump start it the other night to get it going. So I know that battery's probably pretty toast, and that's the type of battery, because it's a couple years old. It's a 2008. I don't know when the battery was replaced. I have no idea, but I know for a fact that because it's an older battery, it needs to be put onto tender, and it's a good idea to just do it anyways, even no matter how brand new it is, because a battery works good when it's fully charged, and over the course of a couple months it will lose that charge, and it will lose its ability to fully keep a charge. Specifically one that, like I said, a battery tender where it gives it a little bit of a trickle charge, so it registers that it needs to be charged. So like it drops down a little bit, and then the charger turns on, gives it a little bit of juice, and then turns off once the battery is up to full charge. Because you got you got some of these other boosters and stuff, and like they'll just constantly put power into your battery, and like that's the absolute worst thing. Like you've heard it with your cell phone battery. Like you shouldn't charge your phone overnight, because it's going to be at 100% for way too long, and it's like the worst thing you could do, because it just basically just cooks your battery, and you'll end up having to replace your battery. Alright, so I'm back in here. For some reason my GoPro didn't record, and I didn't catch the last things that you're going to want to do, which is just little things. If for whatever reason you don't have a garage and you got to put it outside, you're obviously going to want to have a cover for it. So with that being said, you're also going to want to cover your exhaust, like stuff something inside your exhaust. That's just mostly so any critters don't get in there. You're also going to want to grease your chain. Give it a good little bit of a clean with just wipe it down, and then grease it. This is just to prevent any rust. You just washed it, so you want to make sure it's all dry. And the last thing that you're going to want to do is just clean your bike with wax. Wax it all over, give it a really good detail, and that's it. That's all you have to do for winterizing your motorcycle. I think a lot of people overthink it, and they're concerned that, you know, it's their baby and you want to look after it, but really those are just 5 things that you got to do and that you should do. All of this prep is just helping you get started quicker in the spring when the temperatures start going up, and you can just put your battery back in and just hit the road. So that's really all of it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, subscribe for all motorcycle related content. We are heading into the winter now, unfortunately, so there won't be a whole lot of ride videos coming. Also, let me know what you guys think about all the audio of me riding with the setup. I've been doing a huge amount of tests trying to get it all working properly, and I've just had one issue after another. I think it sounded pretty good. Let me know what you think down in the comments below if it was good. I really don't know what else I could do to make it sound any better, but I'm thinking it sounds pretty crisp. So yeah, anyways, until next time. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. The things you do for YouTube, huh?